for these two. We got a real one connection, folks. Clap it up for the could be, because it could be. Clap it up. Yes, for these two, we got a real one connection. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another connection check-in. That's right, the connection check-in. You're loving them, okay? You have earned it as a fan base. I thank you for being real ones. You said, Pointer, I want to know what happened. Okay, whatever happened between Rhoda and Martin. You saw that, but you also wanted to see whatever happened between Jack and Joy. Not Jack and Jill, Jack and Joy. So I had to go out of my way, and they were so gracious. They came out of their way, their busy schedules, to make this happen. Jack and Joy, how you doing today?
Great.
Beautiful. I'm so happy to have these wonderful people here. So many fans were like, Pointer, we want to know. We want a connection check-in about these two. So, ladies first, we just want to get caught up. It's been a minute since y'all were on our A Real One experience, right? And had your Real One connection. Let's have Joy come on next to me because we might be ready to do something. I've got a few questions before we do that. Any final questions between you two? Any final questions?
I would just say, what's your favorite thing to do?
Walk my dogs around the block.
Oh, boy.
And cuddle with them.
I know where I'm going to get my exercise.
Oh, wow. This man has game. He has riz, kids. Now, then, what I'll ask you is, do you feel that she could be your real one?
Absolutely, I could.
Do you feel he could be your real one?
Yeah.
Would you can make some noise? We got a real one connection here. I'll take that mic. I'll even take that balloon. Hey, y'all go walk some dogs. Y'all go walk some. I will take the toothpick, too. They got me doing everything. Hey, walk on off. Clap for him. Clap. Wow, go walk some dogs. Oh, my God. Wow, that's a beautiful thing. Dun, 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 dun. So, Joy, share with us, how's life? How's everything going?
Fantastic. Wonderful. Surprising. Worth every minute. It's great.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, you sent me something that was very, it just serenaded me on the way to this splendiferous location. Tell us, what the fans want to know what you sent me.
I sent you a song that I just recorded last week in a studio with a band, and the song is called Smile. You know, it's one of those standards, and it's a gorgeous song. And I'm glad you liked it.
You have such a melodic voice. You know, you were gifted. I thought I heard an angel singing.
Oh.
You know, it's such a beautiful thing, and we want the fans. Hopefully, you can give us a link, and we can put that in the description, and the fans can be serenaded as well.
I would love to serenade.
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about that in a moment, but I want to talk to Jack, my man Jack over there. Jack, it's been a minute. How you doing?
Doing good.
Beautiful. How's life? I know you're enjoying retirement.
Life is great. Life is great.
Beautiful.
Doing everything I want to do.
Give me just 2 or 3 of the things you've been doing that you couldn't do previously before you were retired.
Well, number one, I have somebody to go out with and enjoy myself with.
Oh.
And you know, this lady, when we go out, we have a great time every time we go out. And I have to say, you know, that's really the best thing, that you know that you're going to have a good time wherever you go, however time you spend together, it's going to be fun.
That's such a beautiful thing. And you're kind of already alluding to my question, the main question that all the fans wanted to know. Did your real one connection after the show stay intact? Did your connection stay to where you're sitting next to each other and smiling at each other? Is it a real one connection still?
Well, so far we haven't had any fights.
That's a beautiful thing. My goodness.
No tiffs.
Nothing to fight about.
Yeah, no.
That's the dream. That really is the dream.
So yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It really has been.
Wow. So you've been out on some dates.
Yes, we've been out on some dates, but I tell you, you know, what we really like to do is I love to cook dinner. And
chef.
love to cook dinner, and it seems that we like the same kinds of food. We both love salmon, and we eat salads every day, and so the first date we actually had, I asked her if she'd like to come over to my house and cook her dinner.
Wow.
And you think that was too forward? Actually,
I was going to say, some people may feel, hey, come over as a little forward.
Maybe it was a little too quick.
Yeah.
But you know, and we love to watch a movie. We both have nice big TVs, and so our favorite thing is really just to stay home and cook dinner and watch a movie. I mean, that seems to be our favorite right? Our most
favorite pastime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So it's she laughs at all my jokes.
That's a great sign. I wish I could find one that laughs at my
It's
jokes.
very important.
Yeah.
Humor is very important.
It is, absolutely.
She can't get really mad at me at any time because I am a funny guy.
You're going to throw in a joke here and there.
And you're funny.
That's a beautiful thing. That's the goal. That's the dream. Now, Joy, we'll check in with you. Jack just shared his positive experience. How has it been for you since your time on a real one?
He's a very sweet man, and he's very positive, and look at this face. He's so cute.
They're making me-
that it's a wonderful experience, and I feel like I'm happy with the situation, and who could ask for anything more? Especially because he can cook. That's amazing.
That's a W right there. You got a major W, Joy.
Indeed.
Wow. Now, do you ever cook for him?
Of course I do.
Oh,
And
so
she sings while she cooks.
okay.
That's great too.
I wanted to get back to that. Can you just give us maybe just 10 seconds of smile? Just bless our ears. Just
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you. That was about 10 seconds. I
hallelujah.
think.
Oh my, I wish I could clap for her. Goodness gracious, Joy, that's beautiful.
Thank
And for
you.
him that you get great food and great vocals?
Tell you how much better the food tastes when she sings.
Wow. It's just a win-win for you. You can't lose, Jack. You can't lose. Wow.
Right.
Jack and Joy together. Now, some fans wanted to obviously find out, what is this leading to?
That's
Now,
a-
remand us of your ages, just
Dun,
for the
dun,
fans.
dun.
Just for the fans.
That's
I
a
got to
very-
ask. I'm going to keep it real.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
where
give
is
you a
this-
very good answer.
Okay.
Are you ready for the answer?
I'm ready for the answer.
Obviously, we're not spring chickens anymore.
You're not? Look at how great they look. I mean,
No.
these are...
We look very young, but we're really not. And so the most important thing really is at this stage of the game to find somebody that you get along with and you like to be with and have the companionship, and that's really the most important thing. And so if you ask me how is it going, we just have a good time together, and that's
Beautiful.
That's really the most important thing, right?
Okay. Joy, share with you.
Absolutely. There's no reason for us to have to get married because we just enjoy each other's company, and a piece of paper, it's not important at all.
Okay. So would you, and this, I don't want to go on a tangent too much, but would you say that sheet of paper, a lot of people from a religious standpoint view it as, having a lot of weight, but if that, would you say religion doesn't play a part in your relationship?
No, none at all.
Okay,
really.
okay.
We both, what our religion is? Do unto others. That's our religion.
You. Okay, that's beautiful. Golden rule.
That's what we spend our lives and together. That's what we mostly care about.
Okay. Enjoy. You're in
Religion
agreement
is-
with that? That's your religion too?
Absolutely.
Okay. So marriage out of the picture, but like you said, companionship, that friendship, that still a romantic connection,
Sure,
obviously.
yes.
Okay. Tell us, because a lot of fans may wonder too, how, besides the cooking and the singing, what other ways are you romantic with each other? Not getting crazy, but just,
We like to take walks. And he's a really good hand holder. Oh. Yeah.
Can you give us a lesson, Jack? Because I've struggled sometimes. How do you successfully hold a hand to where your lovely lady is saying, hey, he knows how to hold my hand?
Not too tight.
Okay. Not too tight. Okay.
I don't want to cause pain.
Right. Cut off the circulation.
But what's really our favorite thing to do? We like to walk on the beach.
Oh, so romantic.
Yeah, and that's really great to be walking on the shore there, and that's the best thing.
Wow.
Is walking on the beach.
Okay. That's best for you, Joy? You love that?
I love it. One of the songs I wrote a million years ago
So
is
talented.
about being on the beach.
Wow.
Because I lived in Hawaii for 16 years.
I don't think you said that on the show. That's amazing.
Well, I did,
You can't say it
there's
all.
a few things that I couldn't mention. There wasn't time. But I adore the ocean and the beach, and I love the sounds, and I love seeing the little crabs running around, and I love the beach. So that's why, and there's lots of beach here.
Yeah. Yeah. Jack, I want to go back to you because on the show you talked about your previous, profession and what you did. Does that play a role? I know you're retired, but do you still kind of ever miss your line of work? Because people
Not at all. In fact, I can't even remember. I was in the textile business for 50 years.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember how it was. I know there were ups and downs, but I am so far away from working that the transition was incredibly easy. Incredibly easy.
That's great.
So I did it for a long time. It provided me a good living, but it's over. And I can tell you that when I get up in the morning and I don't have a thing to do, I'm very, very happy.
That's a blessing. You've earned it.
Yes. I having no responsibility is a beautiful thing. And so I do what I want to do.
Which is be with joy.
Which is yes. And I play a lot of tennis, and I make sure I get exercise every morning. And as you get older, you really need to take care of yourself. That's my main responsibility.
Yes.
Just taking care of myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, especially if you have somebody that you want to be with, and you want to be with them for a long time. So, so there's a reason, there's a big why here, why I want to take care of myself. So
that's beautiful.
Anyway,
wow.
Here you go.
He is just spitting the facts. Yeah. So Joy, your previous profession, remind the fans what you did. Or
I taught school for 40 years. Ooh. I taught theater and performance, and I'm an entertainer. I sing.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a singer, and I also paint, and I just love being creative, and I just have to say, could we have planned the colors we're wearing any better?
You know how we do it. We're in sync. There's something about real ones and how connected we are.
Sure.
Whether we know it or not. This wasn't planned in terms of, you're going to wear this lovely and I'm going to wear look, my man Jack is fresh.
Obviously, you didn't talk to me before you got dressed this morning.
But you are
Jesus
complimenting what we're wearing.
It's just a beautiful trio of real oneness that's happening here. And that's what people love. People love this show because it's real, it's raw. But y'all kept it real. Not to talk too much about the others on the show, but both of you. I remember when the infamous Chicken Bones Jones came and you just couldn't do the bones.
No.
And then Linda with you, Jack, she just said, she said you're not her type. And you said there's nothing you can do about that.
I understood how she felt.
That was Liz. My apologies. Liz. Yeah.
She's the other one that didn't pop the balloon, right?
Yeah, well, Liz actually did. She broke her heart, and she said you're just not her type. And you said, well, there's nothing you can do. You went viral.
I think she said she wasn't attracted to me, which really bothered me.
How could she not be attracted?
Because who was she to say that to me?
But look at who you got. Look at who you got, right? So it all works out. That's the beauty of life and destiny, because you got the real one for you. And look at where y'all are right now.
Yes.
You're on the couch of Connection Check-In,
yes,
right? Where you have made it clear that, hey, we've stood the test of time. It's been a minute since that episode dropped, right? So y'all are still pushing on through and making it happen.
Yes, we're taking it day by day, and so far, so good.
Yeah. So this is another great question, as we just want to get a little more time on this because your children, both of you have children? Is that correct? Oh, so no children. You have dogs. So those are your fur babies.
I tried. It didn't work. Wasn't able to.
Well,
it's okay.
And you've still impacted so many. As an educator, you actually have had some children. I'm going to tell you.
Thousands.
You've had thousands, right? So you've impacted more than many mothers and fathers. But Jack, you have some children?
No.
Okay. So neither of you have children. So
I have dogs too.
You have dogs. Yes. And you mentioned some of your fur babies, on the show. So I'm curious, and I'm sorry, I do have to ask. We had a 76-year-old guest who wanted children for the first time, biological, that is. And I love him. Shout out to Alan, a great guest. But y'all are not interested in adopting?
Not at this stage.
Okay.
Not at this stage of the game.
Gotta ask.
I have wonderful nieces and nephews.
And that takes care of that. That fills that.
I have a big family too. So.
Okay. Nieces and nephews and cousins.
Brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Lots of ex-students that are my precious children, actually.
Yeah. Have you had any performances like of you singing like on stages? And
Yeah.
I know you come to support.
Say that again.
Have you been there to support your queen?
Absolutely. I mean, I love it when she sings.
Yeah.
Especially when she sings to me.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Y'all are some real ones, and I really love to see it. This has been such a beautiful time. I just don't want to let y'all go because it's been so hard to connect everybody because y'all have been on the go. Just so the fans know, this is not the first time. I've tried to reach out to them for a minute, but they were going on trips and walks and talks and all this stuff. So I'm glad we were able to make this real one connection check-in happen. It's been so pleasant.
It's all we have. Pop the balloon with love to thank.
Hey,
You know,
I just do what I can to help
if
people.
we never went on that show, we would have never met each other.
That's what
So you
makes
deserve
me.
a lot of credit.
Thank you.
Don't make me shed a thug tear. Thank you. That's so kind of you.
The bottom line is that if it wasn't for Pop the Balloon with Love, older people episode, I didn't particularly like that, but if it wasn't for that show, we would have never met. So you thank you.
And a lot of people, I want to let people know this really quick. I'm not going to let people know too much detail into how the show operates, but that was not me putting old people. People think it's just Pointer that does everything, but it's not. We have a whole crew of people, a social media expert who obviously got fired after putting old people. They didn't even put older, they put old people.
Yeah.
And even I saw the comments and I
How
was like,
insulting
these are
is
not
that?
old people. These are either seasoned souls, as some may say. I think seasoned, is that a little
Seasoned
better?
souls?
Is seasoned souls a little
How
better?
seasoned?
Not too seasoned, just seasoned. But I really didn't appreciate that either. So as we have grown and we glow, we want to make sure we are not offending anyone and that we're still honoring those that have come before us and still deserve love. Because we know that on a real one, it's never too late to find your real one.
Never too
never
late.
too late.
No,
Share your ages. I don't think we did that earlier. Share your ages.
78.
78.
I'm
Joy?
75.
Say that in the mic, Joy. You look too good to
I
say
am
that.
75.
75. No one would believe that. No one would believe that. You look fantastic. Both of you look like you've just taken great care of yourselves, which is a blessing, truly. So one of my last questions, what would you say, Jack, to all the people out there that are still maybe a little, I don't want to use seasoned now because you'd say how seasoned, a little, they've advanced in years
Yes.
and that they're still looking for a real one. How would you encourage them?
You have to get off your ass and get out there.
And come on the show.
I hope that's okay, but
You kept it real.
You
Yeah.
have to. One of the most important things is to have a companion when you get older, and if you don't have one, you got to go out and find one. And if you're not gonna go out there and be out there and join different groups playing pickleball, or it's a great way to do it. But just never give up. If you go to a group thing and you don't meet anybody, and somebody says to you, "Well, how was it?" Nah, it's not that great. But if you go to a group thing and you meet somebody, and then they ask you that question, it was fantastic. It was really great.
Yeah.
So you have to really, because it'll happen if you're just out there.
Yeah.
And never give up, and it's worth it, really. See?
It is. Yeah. And that's what I try to encourage people. Some are, I'm a little shy, Pointer. I don't know if I want to come on the show. It's like, you've got to put your best foot forward and truly have faith. George Michael said it. Got to have faith. You've got to be willing
dating
to.
shows. That's what you got to do. Go
Exactly.
on
It's
as
a
many
risk.
dating shows as you can get to.
Well, just stay on our show. You come on and we've had people that have been on
competition, because I tell people to go on that show.
Yeah. Well, no competition,
kidding.
just healthy.
I'm
No,
just kidding.
all healthy people trying to help people reach their real one.
Yeah.
But I would have to say, we do it best. Because we're honoring. There's no other show like we do that honors those that are advanced in years. We're the
Advanced.
only ones that are consistent.
I love that.
Is that better?
Advanced.
Okay. See, that has the
Advanced.
positive
That's,
connotation.
really,
yeah.
really-
So those advanced souls that have been through
souls.
it. They've been through it.
You are an advanced soul.
Indeed.
Gee, now this
You
is
have
super
no
talented.
idea.
No idea. We're gonna, and that's the beauty. It takes a lifetime to figure out your partner. It's something new every day. And for y'all haven't even had any fights, so it just keeps getting sweeter
No
sweeter
tips at all.
and sweeter. That's a miracle.
No, you know
It's a
what?
miracle.
When you get older, you really have no desire to have disagreements or
great.
arguments. You kind of just talk it out, and it's not worth getting mad over.
Really isn't.
At this stage, it's not worth getting mad over.
Yeah. And I'd even encourage the younger folk that are watching, because it doesn't have to be this. A lot of people want toxic. You know, y'all are a little too advanced for this, and I mean advanced mentally because you're so wise, but there's Blueface Baby. He's every woman's fantasy, right? And he's in jail right now. He's a very toxic individual. I might get shot for this, but I don't really mind. But he's a very toxic person that encourages that kind of behavior with the women he dates, right? And I'm firmly against that. I want peaceful relationships where there's this cohesion where it's like, hey, I don't care if I'm only 18 and this is my high school sweetheart. We can have peace and we can maintain that peace. You know, so those are real ones though. Some people are real ones, some aren't. You know, but anyway, I'm sorry to go on that tangent. Joy, would you share with the world?
Quite a tangent.
I just sometimes it weighs on my heart because you're encouraging me, Jack and Joy, because there's no toxicity, and I'm discerning that there truly is a peace to your relationship. There's this tranquility that is rare, even on this show. Hey, our first connection check-in, it was a little rocky. They didn't stay connected. But y'all sitting here right now on the couch of connection, it's a beautiful thing.
The couch
It really
of
is.
connection.
The couch of connection. But Joy, share with the world as we wrap up, because y'all have a walk to go on the beach in just a few moments. So Joy, share with us, how would you encourage the world, those advanced souls?
I would encourage you to wake up in the morning and feel that something wonderful is going to happen, and be peaceful and know that if you're waiting to meet someone, that someone is there, and eventually you're going to turn a corner and there that person is going to be.
That's beautiful. And it just may be on a real one in a lineup with a heart-shaped balloon.
Indeed.
You never know.
Indeed.
Do both of you believe that there is a someone for everyone? You kind of just spoke to it, Joy, but
At least one.
at least one. At least a real one.
At
right?
least a real one,
Jack, what do you
yes.
say? Is there a someone for everyone?
You know, a long time ago, I was in college, and I was absolutely head over heels about a girl that I met in college, you know, and was crazy about her, and she was not crazy about me, as unbelievable as that might sound.
It's pretty shocking.
But I was very upset about it, and a fraternity brother came over to me. He saw how I was so upset. He said, "Listen to me very carefully." He says, "There is a girl in every town, in every city, in every state, that given the right moment, walking down the same street or given the right moment, you can meet and fall in love. It's not just one girl."
Wow.
Yeah. And I never forgot that.
Do you believe him?
I absolutely do.
Wow.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's, in fact, I saw him about 10, 20 years ago, and I told him that. I told him this story. He didn't remember, but I told him this story, and it was one of the wisest things that anybody has ever said to me. I was, I was young, 19 years old.
Yeah, college, yeah.
But I never forgot that, and it's true. There's somebody in every place, in every city, in every state, that given the right circumstance, you could fall in love. It's not just one girl.
I guess I've been in the wrong circumstances all my life, because I've been on a lot of streets, a lot of cities.
Well, keep
A lot of maybe they just don't like the hair. You know, this natural hair throws people off a lot of times.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
That's very
I don't know.
understandable.
But I don't want to start crying. But I appreciate your wise friend for that. I wish it applied to me. But I've been on a lot of streets, a lot of states at this point. We've been on tour. But anyway, they want to go on their walk. Fans, comment your thoughts on. I'm so happy to have Jack and Joy here. You don't know how much it means to me to have real ones months later, still connected, still doing the do. It's a fantastic thing. So, folks, I thank you both so much for coming out. It's been a splendiferous time. Fans, I thank you for watching. Continue to like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time. And we might have to check it in a few months and see. I know, wedding bells, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear those. But,
Actually, I want to hear you say splendiferous a few times, to tell you the truth.
Well, this has been such a splendiferous time with splendiferous people and a splendiferous setting. So we're going to catch you on the next Connection Check-In. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Jack and Joy, for coming out.
Our
Y'all are
pleasure.
amazing. Thank you so much. I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you, you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do, or this video here, which is groundbreaking, or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.